Can I get my chaplain?
Yes, sir. Let me get down to a quiet place. Give me a sec.
Okay.
Walter, what you doing?
Everybody ready? Ladies and gentlemen, let's go to the throne. Heavenly Father, we bow our heads to you today. We bow our heads, Father, and with our humble hearts. Father, seeking your wisdom and understanding and guidance. For your spirit to live in our meeting today. Touch each and every heart, each and every home, each and every family. Guide us, Father, into all truth that we may gather in peace and unity for the accomplishment of education and the goals of Common Ground Educational Foundation. We ask, Father, that you will give us the wisdom and understanding how to abide with all truth and knowledge. And Father, accomplish great work. In your Son, Jesus Christ's name, we pray. We give you thanks and praise.
Assuming that was in, I didn't hear amen. All right, amen, my brother. Appreciate you. I guess now we got you should have seen the agenda and minutes. What's your pleasure?
Motion to accept the minutes as presented.
Second by
I don't get
Lynette.
so much.
Okay. There is a motion to accept the minutes and agenda. Properly second. Any discussion under the motion? Seeing none, all in favor of said motion signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay.
Aye.
All righty. Frank, financial report.
Good afternoon. As of today, we're still at the same amount, $1,281.95 and $59.50 in the flower fund.
Motion to accept the financial report as stated.
Support.
There is a motion to accept the financial report as stated, probably second. Any discussion? I will add that, Frank, those checks are no longer any good. So they got to get some new ones. Excuse me, brother. With Huntington, since TCF became Huntington Bank. So that's the reason why.
So you want me to shred them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All in favor of the motion for the financial report signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carried. Thank you very much. Can somebody send Pam the link? It's a recurrent link, but Pam Powell. Somebody send Pam Powell so I can carry on. Now it's my report. As you may or may not know, I had received a phone call from U of M, wanted to speak to me about their upcoming BMIU conference. And anybody else that wanted to join me, nobody spoke up and said they wanted to be, well, not to me directly, wanted to participate in that conversation. But needless to say, I did reach out to Roland, was unable to contact him. I left the number, blah, 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 blah. He never responded. But in the meantime, they had a meeting for BMIU, I guess that they're going to have. I attended that meeting just to, to see what they had going on. I was bothered by some of the members of our nonprofit, because this is ours, it's not mine, this is all of ours, this is our thing, that are chosen to participate in that upcoming conference, given that we're moving forward with ours in February at the same time. So I understand that, a lot of us have love for Ghana, and that's fine and dandy, but my problem is that Roland reached out to Eastern Michigan University and tried to interfere with what we got going on. So he's taking it to that level. Just a minute, brother, I get to you. In doing that, I'm still upset about this. I'm still upset about this because why would we continue on working in the fields for the master just because we like the Negro in the house? You know what I'm saying? So I'm not with that. I'm not with that. And so my rationale was that we would not support BMIU, but support, their other conference. But given that he's pulling the same shit with us that he tried to pull with Gail Hamilton at Wise, and the same interference that he tried to pull with the BMIU North meets South. So I am done with them. So they got nothing coming from me, and I went to as far as being the president of EBEG, making a statement, as long as I'm the president, that we will not be given a scholarship to the University of Michigan with Roland and David Reynolds are running that organization. So, and if anybody chooses to, be part of that, that's fine. I'm not going to harbor any ill feelings and anything, but my standing and part of the conversation we had at the E-board level was that that's fine if you're doing that, but you can't be over here also, because why would you run a competition business when we're trying to survive? We're trying to take it on and make this bigger and better, and the way we know it can be. You know what I'm saying? So it's disheartening to see that. And anybody that's willing to go over that, that's fine. I wish them much love. Do what you got to do. But you can't do it. I am so done. I'm tired of these motherfuckers, especially, excuse me, for the white motherfuckers interfering with our shit. These are not the teachers. This is not the teachers we had coming up through BMIU to tolerate this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So I know I'm not being fluid right now, but this has just been bothering me ever since attending that meeting. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go to I guess Gerald and then Kathy.
Yeah. Okay. So Phil, I guess two things. I guess one, I want to say clear. So when you said participating, are you saying that folks shouldn't participate as a participant attending class, or participating as far as teaching, or both? That's the first question. And the second thing, where you can be, would you be specific, a little more specific as to what they tried to do with North? I don't know. What did they try to do with North South, and what did they try to do with us at EMU? Share what you can share about that, because I don't know. So those are my two questions.
With them, they reaching out to Eastern Michigan saying, whether we can use what name or whatever the case may be, you know, and I'm just like,
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? So
okay,
just the fact that he made a phone call pissed me off.
okay,
You know,
okay.
what we doing, why are you interfering in it? Why
Right.
did Jim and Roland go to the regents at Wayne State to try to shut down the WISE conference? Why did they reach out to or at least made it known that they didn't want BMIU North South to use any part of BMIU, you know, like they
Okay,
got a lock
okay.
on it, you know what I'm saying? With
Okay,
$3.
okay, okay.
You know, that part of it, you know, that's my point. Why are you in there?
Okay.
You know, you are so much privileged that you figure you can just reach out and just do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And
what
I got
about
a problem
the-
with that. I got a problem with that.
Yeah,
Because
I
all it is about is they want our money to take care of them.
they don't want us to have our own. But
Right.
what about the participation? Now, I understand if you with us, right, we wouldn't teach in their program, but if some people decided that they wanted to go to one of the coursework, is that something that we're going to frown upon as well? I'm just asking the question.
I did not make this as a dictatorship type thing.
Mm-hmm.
I told you what I got to do. I think if I'm not so much bothered about the other conference, but the one that is a direct conflict with ours, I got a problem with us participating in any form, shape, or fashion. That's what.
Okay. Okay. Just wanted to be clear.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can't
I
make
had
you
some
do
folks
whatever.
try to call me, and you know, I'm not going to do that. You know,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not going to participate. But I've got 2 phone calls.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right.
Kathy.
I just wanted to piggyback on what you said, and I was go back to before Common Ground came in fruition, before Black Men in Union North, East, South started. Walter's on this one and can attest to this. We knew that at some point it was going to come to this. Roland, the University of Michigan, has been totally disregarding us as Black folks, as Black union members, BMI participants for being there all these years, have been a total disregard for us. We've been trying to say that over and over again. And the only reason why I hung in and working at the registration area is because I got a chance to see and hear and find out what was really going on. No one has reached out to me, and they probably won't because they know I know. I have not heard from Billy since that last conference that we had, which is fine. But to know how they disrespected us and how we tried to, we've had meetings on top of meetings on top of meetings. So leading up to Black Men North Meet South, Roland led the director of that department at Morehouse, led her to believe that he started Black Men in Union. He did not respect the fact that Siobhan started it and Elise and Skip had anything to do with this, and it was all him. So I happened to run into her, and this is how we kind of got to starting this conference. I happened to run into this lady in the conference room, or no, in the business room at the hotel at APRI conference a couple years ago. And when she found out I was from Michigan, that led into the conversation about her having this conversation with Roland. And Roland told her that he started Black Men in Union. And we all know that's a lie. And so now here he is, don't even want us to use and tell Phil or Eastern Michigan not to use the name. I'm done with them too, but they're not gonna call me. They're not even gonna say anything to me. So I'm with Phil. I'm totally done with them. And I think that, you know, I'm not saying for any of you not to participate in it, but I would, you know, just remember those people that actually started the conference, the purpose of the conference, the mission of Black Men in Union, not to use us for our money, because that's what they need. They still won't accept the fact that BMIU led the conferences, the other conferences. It was our money that helped the other monies and helped them grow. I mean, this is their salary. If we don't come on board to raise the money with BMIU, they don't get paid. And I'm like, you know, I respect Ghana doing what she's doing, but I really feel bad for her being in that position because all they're doing is using her at this point. Because they got to have somebody, they got to have a Black face. So now they're using Ghana to be in that position. So I'm done with them. So I just had to say that.
Okay. Lynette.
Yes, I would like to say with Ghana, they are using Ghana, and I think that's how they're getting people to go over there, still thinking that we're a part of it, in some way or form when we're not. I think some people might be confused that we still are with it, that we haven't stepped completely off by ourselves. Do you think that's part of it? Or they're pretty much aware that we have separated from the University of Michigan, the people that are participating in it?
There are, I have received a couple phone calls, one that they didn't know, and then another brother called me and he was like, I had agreed, but I didn't know that, this is where we were coming from, because he had not been a part of these meetings. So he, his communication with him kind of just slipped through the cracks. And so, and he's in between giving his word and going back on his word. So, but he's going to let me know what he decides to do. So, but the other individual has chose not to participate. So, so that's there. And then there's one more person that I don't know, where they lie at, what they're going to do, but they had agreed to do whatever, but that was, I guess part of the problem was that I was in the meeting. So they assumed that, this was the one that we were about. And, and when they talked to me during the meeting about participating in any form, I gave them a resounding no. I didn't say hell to the no, but I was little, no, I will not be doing anything whatsoever, so Mark.
Hello, everybody. How y'all doing?
All right.
All right. So I definitely agree that reaching out, like Roland reaching out and making those conversations with EMU or whoever is disheartening. That's whack. To put it frankly, that's whack as hell. They shouldn't do that. Shouldn't interfere, because honestly, we all have the same common goal, same common ground. We want to educate the members, reach out to members, uplift people. That's all we all trying to do. So for him to reach out and try to block that, yeah, that's weak. So I don't view, in my opinion, I just don't view any of this as us versus them or them versus us. I do view it as different, fundamentally different, like maybe background, so to speak. But needless to say, how I met basically everybody on this call was through BMIU, U of M. And I feel blessed to have met each and every one of you and be able to work with each and every one of you through that vehicle. So with that being said, I feel like we should try to find the common grounds to help boost everybody's conferences, because as we already know, some dates don't work for certain people. Some people are going to miss out on certain things. And I feel like what we can scoop up what they can't capture, and they can scoop up what we can't capture. So opposed to, I understand the emotion behind it, believing me, I understand it. But this is also overall a business, and the business is to train the membership, educate the membership, and uplift. And we are truly all in this together. That's what a union is, unity. So I do get it, even though, like, even when, look at your family. I don't always agree with all my family. I love them to death. We disagree, but I don't want to see them fail. I don't want to see them hurt. So I look at it this way. So I get it, Phil, 100% I get it. But I feel like it takes some of that energy trying to figure out how to bridge those gaps. It may not happen tomorrow, it may not happen next year, but right now, maybe try to figure out what can we do to bridge those gaps. That's all I got.
Dana.
Hey, everybody. Lynette, I know you asked the question about the confusion, and the confusion is starting now with some of the locals. They're starting to hear, some of the local presidents are starting to hear that there's something coming back at U of M with BMIU. There's something going on over here at Eastern with Common Ground. So, like Phil stated, my brother Phil, we need to get going. We need to push forward so we can make this happen. And we that are true to this common ground, and that's what we're gonna stick with, we need to start promoting this and start talking about it. I don't know if people saw there's some other stuff happening around the same time, and we've mentioned it. APRI's got something going on. So, it's getting down to some of the local presidents. They're going to be split, because I've already heard and talked to a few. They're like, I don't know what to support. I don't know what's going on. So we that know what's going on, that's done happen with the University of Michigan and the negativity, as Kathy stated, we need to start sharing that. We need to start sharing that with our local presidents to educate them and let them know what's going on. And so we can make a good decision, because it's starting to get confusion to some of the leadership at some of the locals. So that's it.
Okay. Jane, Alma, Mother.
Yes, it's also already on Region 1A website, Black Men in Union. They've already put it on there. The support of it. So nobody has talked to none of the regional directors. You haven't talked to the president downtown. And actually, in reality, we need to start at the top and work down.
Walter.
Because I was on the website the other day and they got it all over the website.
Walter.
I just had a conversation with Laura Dickerson, Region 1A director, just Friday. And she didn't understand what was going on either, because somebody came up to her while I was in her presence. I wasn't really talking to her at the time, but it came up and said something about, yeah, Black Men in Unions are gonna be in Atlanta. What's going on with that? And she said, oh, that's some little thing, that's some little side thing. That's what Laura said. That's some little side thing, right? It's going to be back at University of Michigan in February. And then I told her, I said, no, that's not what's going on. I had a conversation with her, and then it started raining because we were outside, and it started raining. So she told me, she said, call me, tell me what's going on. Because I'm like, because she said, yeah, you've been teaching for a long time. I told her, I said, I'm not involved in this this current Black Men in Union. And she's like, what? I'm like, nope. And she said, call me and tell me. So I have to have a conversation with her this week coming up and let her know what's going on. But she just thought this was some little side thing. That North meets South was just some little side thing. So we have to have those conversations with our presidents. I mean, I understand what you're saying, Mama, but we got to. It's at the point we got to start talking to everybody we can lay a hand on, and at least the leadership, letting them know what's going on and where we coming from. That's why I asked about that letter. I kind of thought that letter had already went out, but we're behind. In communication, and the brochures for BMIU usually come out around Thanksgiving. So we got about a month really to start educating people.
Tony.
So do we have a list of names from past participants and where they came from? Because we should reach out to each president, but I like that you start at the top and work your way down, because most presidents say, hey, is it on a call letter, right? I talked to presidents outside of UAW and they didn't know because Ghana reached out to them. And I said, oh no, that's some BS. We ain't doing that. And they're like, oh, wow, I didn't know. I'm glad you told me, right? So we should make a list and go after each president. But the letter that Gordon came up with is solid, and that's what we start the conversation with. Let me send this to you because this is where we're at, and this is what we are doing. I'm so disgusted with Ghana and the University of Michigan because they know it's not the same, but they're still acting as though it is. And I truly believe that we should go after them. I know people laugh or say we should just focus on what we're doing, but we have the name. They don't have the name. And for Roland to say, hey, you can't use that name as though he has it, get out of here. So, but back to what we can do. I think we should start at the top and then systematically look at all the places that send people and go after those presidents.
Okay, and so Kathy again.
Yeah, I just wanted to add to, if you all are gonna agree on sticking together and not supporting U of M, you all need to make that, come to that conclusion today and send U of M a letter and send everybody else a letter letting them know that you all are not participating with the University of Michigan's Black Media Union Conference. The same way you made the decision when you boycotted them and you sent a letter to them, they were so mad at Phil Holyfield. He had several names at that time, but that was effective because you all made that decision and you came together collectively to send them that and made that statement. That needs to happen again. That's where you need to start, because until they know that you're not participating in it, and all those that are waiting on and kind of waiting to see what you're going to do, you're still going to have a few people trickle in. But if you make a statement yourself, everybody else will follow you. And that's what they need. The only way they're going to get it is that you hit them in their pocket. They need this money. And if you don't get the money, if the Black Men in Union don't produce for this conference for them, everything is going to fail for them because they don't have the funding anywhere else.
Who's note 10?
That's Eric. I actually got a call from Ghana this past week and asked me if I would be participating in the BMIU. I did inform her directly, no, I will not be participating in the BMIU for their conferences. So they are reaching out to some of us directly to see if we're still directly gonna come in and coordinate. I mean, not coordinate, but facilitate or teach in the classes. But just letting y'all know, I stood to our wheels. I'm not back.
All righty then. So, I guess we can, make a decision on the new business or whatever. But I'm steadfast that this is my business. Just like it's the rest of our business. And so either we're gonna work for ourselves or we're gonna work to cut our own throat, because that's what it is. It's a competition. Just like different brands of gym shoes. Everybody got a gym shoe, but what's the everybody got a preference. What brand they may or may not like. So I'm if this was a dictatorship, this discussion would be over and we would not participate. But I'm gonna leave it up to the majority. But we're gonna make a decision today, one way or another. So I mean, we either protect what we invested all this time in, or we don't. And that's all it is to it. And so. Basically, that's the end of my my president report, because basically wasn't nothing but a bitch session, but but that's all I got. And then we just need to move on to taking care of the business at hand, because that's what we need to do. It's a business, and it's our business, not my business. It's our business. We have to remember that this is the board. Everybody here is the board.
Motion to accept the president's report.
Support.
There's a motion to accept my report. Properly second. Any discussion under said motion?
Pam Powell here.
Pam, you got something? Pam?
Carry on with your motion. I will come on after.
Okay. All in favor of the president accepting president report signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carried. Thank you very much. Okay. All right, Pam.
I just wanted to say one thing about it. I think it's very unconscionable that people would take something that they didn't start and try to take ownership of something that they don't own, and then go to the extreme that these people have gone to. I agree that we should not participate. I agree with Mama Jean saying that we need to go from the top down. But the other thing, I'm looking at the timeline. We discussed in a previous meeting, moving that date. Are we still sticking with February, or are we moving the date? I don't remember the decision.
The decision is redoing February.
Thank you.
All righty. I guess we got committee reports. Let's start with the video outreach. Any new information as it relate to that, Dana?
Still in the process of working on a third video. I'm just waiting to get the go ahead so we can release what we got. I think we need to release one of them now, and hopefully that'll get the buzz. And I'll say to the group, to the members here on the group that are on the call, when you see it, you're gonna have to share the hell out of it. That's one way, you know, social media. The more that we share it, and then the algorithms hit, you know, I don't need to get into all that, but if we share the hell out of it, it's gonna spark even more interest. And we need, like I said, we need to get on the forefront. Because I guarantee, it's just a gut feeling of mine. Once we get this video out here, it gets rolling, I wouldn't be surprised if there was one by the competition coming out. They already got a jump on us from per Mama Jean. It's on the website. So now it's time. We don't have no time to waste. And that's all I have for my media report.
Okay. Did we get the permission for the EMU logo in the videos or not?
I made the request, but I haven't got an answer back yet for that.
Okay.
But I think
All right.
that we should systematically look at everybody that attended the last time, and everybody's on Facebook. So you send them that video with the explanation saying, hey, we moved. This is where we're at. Almost everybody that we know that attended is on Facebook. So that's the run that we need to make at them.
Okay.
So when we say we moved, who are we?
See, and that's the tricky thing about the letter, because we didn't identify that, hey, everybody that you know BMIU to be, we're over here. We are our group that is formerly known, it's almost like Prince, right? Formerly known as BMIU. We're exactly Prince.
Well, if you look at how I changed the wording of the group, you know, it's no more BMIU group. It's you know, African Americans and Union, and then it's parentheses BMIU alumni joint. So you know, we still, they can't take alumnus away from us. You know, we're always going to be alumnus. So. And so that would, you know, in my eyes, that's the alumni, you know, so which is us, you know. So any more questions on the video? Seeing okay. Coordinator. I don't know where the rest of your team is though, Gordon.
Not on the call.
I don't see your coordinators on the call. So.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't know. I can't explain that one. But everything from our perspective in terms of instructors, facilitators are in place, unless, again, y'all know if somebody is backing out or is not participating. The message will go out very soon, like tomorrow, the clarion call for all who are involved to get their syllabus and the outline together, and it will be due by December 6th. But you will receive an email declaring that, and again, specifying the importance of getting together and working that out and getting it to me by that date. Moving fast and forward ahead. I'm ready. You know, I appreciate the fervor in which, you know, again, the leadership has said we want to do this. So y'all trusted me to be in charge of this, and again, I take it seriously, and I want to protect our investment. And so again, I'm prepared to move ahead. Period.
Okay. Food. Go back to Dana.
Hey, once again, everybody. I reached out to my two compadres. Walter, I hate to put you on blast, but I didn't hear from you. Maybe you didn't recognize the email I sent you. Pretty much, Frank gave me his opinion. He said we should stick with the $60 for meals and look at the possibility of the pop, I mean, not pop, sorry, like water and iced tea being available via picture. And so I'm gonna get with Phil, I'll give you a call. Friday is looking like a good day for me to meet up with you. We can go up to the hotel and solidify some more stuff with the food. If you good with Friday, Phil.
Well, okay. Well, Wednesday is my last day, so anytime after Wednesday. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah.
All right. So it'll probably be Friday, and then after Phil and myself have that meeting on Friday, we'll be able to communicate a solid plan back to the core group here.
Okay, that's all I got. Well, I guess, I don't know. Let me see. I guess that's, well, that's, Gordon, you want to share that announcement letter that's going out immediately? If I allow you to share, I don't have it pulled up. Do you have it handy? I was hoping it would, where is, okay, there we go. All right, you should be able to share.
Mute yourself, Gordon.
My bad. I said I'm on my phone, not my laptop. So yeah. You all don't, or do you have it? So I mean, I guess you can read it or something, or I can.
Let me. Let me go look up.
Yeah, I might be able to pull it up right quick. So I was just looking at it.
It's minutes.
I can read it real quick if you all want. I just brought it up.
Okay, well, just go ahead and read it.
Common Ground Education Foundation extends its heartfelt greetings as we announce our new labor education endeavor. Common Ground Education Foundation was shaped and molded by the collective vision of a diverse group of labor leaders from across the country. CGEF seeks to fulfill the needs and aspirations of union and non-union workers through labor and community education. Labor leaders and educators have been courageous and relentless in their pursuit to continue to build a movement that will bring our strengths and talents to bear in the unending effort to achieve a pool of labor leaders at all levels in the labor movement. The basic objectives of Common Ground Education Foundation are as follows: to provide leadership training for union and non-union workers, to work within the framework of the labor movement, to provide a voice and utilize methods for greater participation in the labor workforce, to increase union involvement in organizing, education, also mentoring for leadership, increase general political knowledge for working people, and to provide a network and resource framework to encourage upward mobility. Common Ground Education Foundation is positioning itself to be a premier promoter and producer of labor education and training. As we continue in our venture, we are confident that the sincere dedication, desire, and passion of the men and women who are part of this foundation and those yet to come will provide the collective goals and vision of Common Ground Education Foundation. The rich contributions and talent and experience will allow the foundation to evolve and flourish as history is written. This foundation is an equal opportunity organization and open to all workers. We are in the process of scheduling and planning our first conference for next year, 2022. We are asking for your support of our conference by approval of the call letters to come. Our conferences will be sponsored by Eastern Michigan University. Thank you in advance for your support and cooperation. For further information, please contact Phil Holyfield, President, Common Ground Education Foundation, number and email.
Thank you, sir.
That boy good. That boy
Well
good.
written, well written.
All right.
Very strong.
All righty. That will be, I guess we got to pass it on to, I guess, different areas that's going out. You know, we're not voting on it. The subcommittee came up with it and they finalized it and what's the name? So we're not putting off anything else. So that's going out immediately. Did you get a chance to find out what I asked you about the insurance, since you found that one, Tony, about as it relates to numbers specifically?
I'm sorry, you said the insurance, it was the 1900 that I sent you. You were 5, I was 5.
Yeah, no, not that, as it relates to the number. So if the target number is 225 or whatever the number is, it doesn't matter whatever number it is. If the numbers are below that, are we covered? That's what I wanted to know.
That's what the insurance is for. If it's not the number, then it kicks in.
Okay,
I'll give
because
him a call tomorrow.
I wanted to be clear on that before we spent money. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, this is how I envision it work. We requested the meeting with Eastern Wednesday. Once we have that meeting, we'll talk to them about going forward to actually book a date. Then once they say that, we immediately go buy the insurance, give it to them, and go from there. So I'll give them a call tomorrow, the insurance, to see exactly what they envision it being. I mean, so I'll after I call them, I'll talk to you about that.
Okay. All right, Walter.
I was just going back to the letter. Maybe we should put something in there about BMIU alumni, staff alumni, or maybe something like that. Ex BMIU or former BMIU, to kind of make the link. We're not like brand new people that just jumped off the street and started doing something, that we actually have a background in what we're talking about.
Just so y'all know, I did ask for some input from my brothers and sisters, but I think that's easily done. We can edit the letter to, again, reflect that many of us are from Black men in unions and we are alumni.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
I alluded to that in the chat, you know, maybe just as the signature piece at the bottom or something like that.
I ain't got
Might
to
not
all
be spelled good.
chat.
I ain't got my glasses on.
Okay. All right.
And
I mean, yeah, that's acceptable because we're not talking about rewriting the letter,
No.
just adding. So okay, I'm good with that.
so I'm closing the chat, but we can modify, again, we can edit, I can edit the letter to reflect that we are from BMIU.
Yeah, because when the letter was put together and you did ask for the input, I didn't know about all of this other stuff that was going on. I mean, the meeting hadn't taken place yet, and you know, so
Good. We good.
Yeah,
Still got time. It ain't gone out yet. So
Okay.
yeah, just
make it
that. And I mean, as soon as you just put, like you say, if you just put it at the bottom of however.
I think it should be up front. It should be up front because again, we evolved from BMIU.
Right.
Okay, yeah.
As we said earlier, the BMIU alumnus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you alumni or alumnus or whatever.
Alumni.
Right. Alumni is just right.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Gordon, do you
Yes.
think we need to put a date on that? Say it's coming out in February, a specific date?
I was reluctant to do it because again, we got to establish that contact with EMU and to make sure that, you know, everything is on board. So once that's done by Wednesday, when we have our meeting, absolutely, we can put the specific dates.
All right, thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. We got anything else on the committee reports?
4 years ago, when she was advising European politicians on Russia's use of disinformation.
I'm sitting at the chair, so I can't.
Being none.
Motion to accept committee reports.
Support.
There's a motion properly second to accept the committee reports with the S.
In the context of election.
All in favor, say motion signify by aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, nay? All right, motion carried. So we got any old business? The old business kind of wrapped up in the committee report, so I guess we're good there. Now let somebody got some other old business that I may have overlooked. New business? New business? Should we, there was some discussion about, should we, send out a letter or something, to let them know where we stand or whatever the case may be. I don't know.
Brother Phil.
Hold on, Linnell. Tony had his hand up, then you.
Yeah, I just want to get the pulse of the group. This thing's really sitting wrong with me for Roland to tell us we can't use the name that we own and the name that we built. I guess it should be accompanied by a motion, but I'm just trying to get the pulse and feel of it. It's not right, and we know it's not right. But for him to try to tarnish or stymie what we're doing over here, we didn't come at him. We were willing to allow them to do whatever, but he reached out to our people at Eastern and tried to end us, and I have an issue with it. So what does the group feel?
Well, I got an idea for you, Tony. The next time they have a Zoom meeting, their planning meeting, everybody on this call chime in and collectively tell them how we feel and tell them we don't want to be a part of it, and we really are ashamed of how you going about it, and let them know. Maybe he'll be on that planning meeting, and then the other ones that are on there that are on the fence, if you or somebody else could run down a little history right quick of what happened and what went on. I mean, if you want to hit them hard, that's one way to hit them hard.
I like
right in
that.
their backyard.
When's their next meeting?
I would have to look at some further emails, but
Don't they have a meeting Wednesday?
I think it's this Wednesday, I believe.
Wednesday at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, Wednesday at 6 o'clock. Yeah.
So I'd like to make a motion to show up and confront these clowns with force to let them know where we're at. And it can just be one after another, just a pure shaming exercise. But to let that man know we do own the name of that thing. They need to know that. And it's disgusting how they're carrying on. So yeah, please send me the link of it. Anybody that gets it, give it to me, because I will definitely happily be there and tell them about themselves.
Yeah, share the link.
Share the link.
Okay. Well, we will get the link and we will send it out. And
It's
to
the same
ask,
time as our meeting, so we, Phil and Walter won't be on that call.
Yeah, but feel free to represent me in any shape, form, or fashion. You know, you got my blessings. Linnell, then Gordon, then Pam, then Galaxy Tab.
Brother Phil, and this is to you and to everyone. Since we are collectively all on the same page with reaching out in a letter form, I'm asking if we can do a collective letter that we all sign off on to send, first of all, to our leadership at Region 1A, then off to the regions, the different locals. You know, if this is my idea. I'm just asking for support. we sent a letter off with our names on it, explaining that we are alumni from BMIU, and what our situation was and what we're trying to do, all with our names on it, because we're collectively from all different locals, and with the support and understanding of what we've done and what has happened and what has been accomplished through BMIU, and what we're trying to do with CGEF, and what we're trying to go forward with, without any kind of situation with U of M, but with the understanding we're trying to respectfully do our own educational foundation. We want to do it with decency and orderly. And thirdly, with all due respect, if we can come together in another short while to implement, if we're going to do it, do a little. Or you guys could do it in a small collective group, or we could come together, maybe have a meeting with Laura, because I don't want to try to cut anybody, basically, without giving them a heads up. This is all of us. This is what we're doing. This is what we're trying to do. Bring the letter to her. This is what we're trying to do, and serve it to her, and she'll understand. And then if we went around to different locals and serve it to them, that's my point. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. That was the purpose of the letter that the announcement letter committee came forward, and then we took a friendly amendment to add BMIU alumni. So the page would be super long if we add every individual name, though. But I feel you. I think we need to have that conversation with the different locals and regional directors and all that. You know what I'm saying? So I agree with you wholeheartedly. Yeah. Gordon, then Pam, then Galaxy Tab, then Oscar.
Well, I just wanted to mention that, I'm not really concerned with anybody else or whoever the competition might be or whatever, because again, we got a power pack agenda for us and teaching staff. And so I'm not really concerned with the shenanigans and whatever he got. So again, y'all said you want to move ahead. Again, I'm focused, and I want everybody else to be focused on the conference and what we plan to do, and not what anybody else plans to do, because I don't really care about that. I'm concerned about what our job is and what we should be doing to make this a success for all of us, each and every one of us.
Pam?
Absolutely, Gordon. I agree with you 100%, because what we don't want to do is make things messy. So in your time when you can strike up these conversations, have them with former alumni. If you have a chairman or president where you can have that discussion, do so. But I agree with Dana, we need to get at least that first video out really quickly. And I think that video, kind of piggybacking on what Tony said, it's just say, hey, we've moved. The founders of BMIU and BMIU alumnus are going to be here, have partnered with EMU, and this is our next upcoming conference. That doesn't have to, that can be the heading, and then the video can be under it, in print or something similar to that. I think going through all that, trying to deter people will automatically see the product, know who's behind it, and they'll come. We don't have to worry about what they're doing over there.
Oscar.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hello. Yeah, I just want to, I know I missed a couple of meetings, and I remember I seen something in the minutes concerning about the tuition assistance. And the question I want to ask is that etched in stone concerning our conference? Because I know that might be a strategy that he might try to use also.
That's the primary reason we are partnering with Eastern, and we looked at other colleges and about that, and that was one of the key reasons we're with Eastern, so we can have TAP available to us, because if not, if we were just doing it like a certificate, which we probably could do, and just have people pay, to participate, that would have worked, and it probably would have been, I don't know, we could have did something maybe a little bit cheaper, but at least this way it would be nicer, and then it would be like going home, you know what I'm saying? So yes, that's the reason with partnering with Eastern to be able to access those TAP funds.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Who's that? Who's the tab? Galaxy tab.
Tina here.
Oh, Tina.
Good evening, everyone again. I first want to say I agree with everything from the letter and also the video. But I have a question. If they're using the BMIU, shouldn't we be charging them, or can we sue them for using that without permission? Don't they need some type of permission to use BMIU?
Well, I put it this way, that I would have to use, since I wear multiple hats, I would have to use eBay funds to retain an attorney and file a cease and desist. And so I'm just, since we're not actually using the name, I was like, fuck it, I don't care, so I think I'd rather give scholarships from eBay to our conference and WISE and BMIU North meet South, as opposed to spending it on a lawyer, just to argue with them over the name, so I just let it go, so.
The deal is that the university has more money to litigate, again, a name per se. Again, that's why we went away from the name of Black men in unions to African Americans in unions. And so we're good.
Yeah.
Okay, but when we get big and grown up, though, that might be a fight. That might be a Tyson Fury punch we might want to give them.
Right.
Yeah, we can serve them up.
Yeah.
Yep, you can serve a haymaker.
Right. Yeah. So, okay. Where were we at? We was old business. The other old business. New business. I'm just gonna put it out there, but I think we need to release the videos now. We need to send the letters out now. Do we, if we need to make a motion, does somebody make a motion, whatever? I think we just need to.
I make a motion to release all media that goes to this conference as soon as possible. That's me, that's letter, videos, pigeon, by mouth, or whatever.
Support. Okay. There is a motion to release all forms of communication, be cleaning it up a little bit, to the appropriate parties. Properly second. Any
release the Kraken.
Any discussion under that motion?
I got an amendment. Once the modifications are done, that will happen to the letter.
Support the amendment.
Okay. Not needed, because it's gonna come out. Yeah, so we know you already got amended. So then I just I don't want to do all this.
Make it happen, Captain.
So all in favor of releasing all this stuff at the appropriate time, signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, we're gonna do this damn thing. We're gonna get it done. Any other new business? Any other new business?
Hey, Dana, this is Pam. I got one question for you, Dana, because I know you have at least 3 videos done. Can we stagger them? Send them to us, let them start getting them out, and then maybe a couple, 2, 3 later come out with the next one so that we have enough to go to distance and it always looks new and fresh.
Yeah, I could do that. What I'll do is I'll send out the one and then I'll hold off and send out another. Pam, I think you missed the first part. I'm still working on a third one because I'm waiting for their meeting on Wednesday to let me know if I can use EMU's logo in any form, shape, or fashion. So that's
great.
One of the holdups on the third video. And I want to make sure, I don't know if Corey's on here, but if you're on here, send me another picture of yourself, please. And I'm ready.
Great.
Okay,
Good welfare.
good and welfare.
To all the
Kathy.
Lions fans, I truly apologize today.
Denied. Kathy.
No reason to.
Kathy, you
Sorry,
want to give us a BMIU North-South update?
I don't know. Right now, it's coming too fast now, but of course, next week, those of you that are gonna come down early, we appreciate you coming down on Wednesday. Those that are gonna come down and help Walter and Phil's committees. Notice I said committees. So I don't know, I don't know what all I need to say at this point, other than it's here. It's in our face and we gotta be ready for it. They don't know what to expect. We got over 200 people registered to participate in the conference. I know that there was some confusion on the COVID policy when I sent, those of you that received a letter. You do not have to have the vaccine, but if you don't have the vaccine, you will be tested every day. And those have bands to wear, as that was stated in the letter. We have the facilitators from the north, Willie, Corey. I can't think of who else. I don't have the list in front of me. So, but we're all set. I think we're just ready to go. We just got to show them what we do here on the north end, on the north side. So they're looking forward to it. There's a lot of people from the south that just totally, they're excited because this is all new to them. So they've never heard of it. Some of the instructors, this is just, they're looking forward to it. So we just got to show up and show out when we get there.
There you go. You said it.
Yep.
Okay, now, is there anybody, because I didn't get a response to the text or the email that our lectures secretary sent out, but if you're going to the conference and you're going to be part of the host committee, let me know. I need to add you because Walter created a WhatsApp group for the North and South to communicate as opposed to sending a bunch of different texts. So if I don't have your information, please let me know that you're going to be part of one or more committees. Thank you very much. You can just put it in the chat.
The host committee, we need some more people on the host committee.
Yeah, so we got,
which is really called the Karibu Committee. And that's Swahili for welcome. So we need people for the welcome Karibu Committee.
Yeah, so right now it's 7 with me and you, Walter.
I ain't got time to be on the Karibu Committee.
Shit.
The best thing Michigan State can do.
Shauna.
I want to say on behalf of me and the rest of CGEF, I want to extend my condolences to you, Phil, for the loss of your brother. What is it? You posted the services tomorrow?
Yes.
Right.
I'm sorry to hear
that. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it. Is there any more good and welfare?
Does somebody have questions for me?
Yeah, I got one for you, Captain.
Yes.
Will a photocopy of the vaccine card be good enough, or you want to see the actual card itself?
Photocopy is fine.
Okay.
You just need to record your numbers.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I just got a picture of mine in my phone. So if there is no more good and welfare,
Support.
There's a motion to adjourn, no discussion. All in favor, say motion, signify by aye.
Aye.
Aye. Nay. Thank you very much. Appreciate you all.
Go blue.
Gerald.
Yes,
Gerald,
sir.
go sit down somewhere before you hurt yourself.
No, we ain't gonna hurt. We good. Even the Bears won today. They beat the Raiders. Go Bears.
That man's silly right there. He's silly.
Something wrong with him, man. He
Speak for
must have fell
yourself, haters,
fell off,
haters.
fell off the fruit truck.
Because the Lions lose, our Bears got a winning record.
And then we gotta listen to that guy that talk about a last place baseball team.
The White Sox are getting ready to play.